G'day viewers, I'm Tim.
And I'm Don.
And together we are miAim, the improvised line and its innovative method. Welcome to our channel, guys. We're all about playing music, improvisation and the cycle of movable keys.
G'day and welcome to another video in the Elements of Music series, where we have a look at music basics and music theory. We've had some questions concerning building chords, so we're looking at that one today, and we'll be looking at the triads, or major triad, minor, augmented and diminished triads, and we're having a look at some seventh chords as well. This is a really simple method, and at miAim.com.au we like to keep things really simple so musicians can develop their full potential at the art of music playing. I also like to keep things simple because I have an acquired brain injury and have been living with mental health issues for about 19 years now, and in that time I've had to relearn how to play the organ and the piano, and obviously relearn a lot of theory, or just reinforce the theory that I already knew just to make sure it was right. So let's have a look at this, get into it, and we're going to base everything today on the major scale. So let's start there. Okay, so the major scale, as we all know, and that's the same all the way around the cycle of keys. The major chord uses the first, third, fifth notes of the major scale. The minor chord flattens the third. An augmented chord is also part of the major family, and it has a sharp fifth, so 1, 3, sharp 5. And the diminished chord is a part of the minor family, so it's got a flat 3, but also flattens the fifth. So that's it, really simple. Let's move on to the sevenths. Now the seventh chord, the most common chord is the dominant seventh chord. The dominant seventh uses the first, third, fifth notes plus the flattened seventh note of the major scale. So in C it would be C, E, G and B flat. So it's a major triad with the flattened seventh note of the scale. The reason why it has a flattened seventh is because it's a dominant seventh. So if we have a look at the cycle of keys, we can see quite clearly that C is the dominant, or the fifth note of F. F major has one flat B flat, and that's why there's a B flat in the C dominant seventh chord, because it actually belongs to the F family. So C is the dominant of F. We learnt that in previous videos. If we're building the chord from the C major scale, we need to flatten the seventh because there's no B flat in the C major scale. So therefore it becomes 1, 3, 5, flat 7. And the cadence is normally 5, 1. So that's why it belongs to the F chord of families, because it goes from C7 as 5 or dominant to 1 or the tonic, which would be F. The C minor seventh also is a dominant chord because it has the B flat in it. So we hear that works to C minor seventh to F, 5 to 1. The major seventh would belong to the C chord family because it uses the seventh note of the scale. So it's really easy to remember. The dominant seventh and the minor seventh have the B flat, flattened seventh, but if it says major seventh, or it's an augmented seventh, it uses the seventh note of the scale. The diminished seventh is more often referred to as the half diminished seventh because it uses the flattened seventh note of the scale. So you've got the diminished triad, and we put the flattened seventh note. Whereas the full diminished seventh, bit unusual, it's the one that doesn't fit the other rules. It uses a double flat seven, so it's 7, flat, flat. The double flat seventh will be the sixth note of the scale, and that's the full diminished seventh. Very sad sound, so it's made up of a minor third, a minor third, a minor third. So from C, it's 3 semitones, 3 semitones, 3 semitones. In a previous video we looked at how chords are built, and we said they're made up of thirds. There's the major third, which consists of 4 semitones, and the minor third consists of only 3 semitones. So a major triad is built up of a major third, and then a minor third on top. That's why it has a happy sound. The same with the augmented, is 2 major thirds, whereas the minor chord has a minor third first, and then a major third. That's why it has a sad sound, and the diminished is 2 minor thirds. Check out the other video for the descriptions on how the other chords are built. So in summary, it's really simple. We always use the first note, the tonic note, the naming note. We always use the third note of the scale for our happy and augmented chords. And we always use the flat third for our minor or diminished chords. We always use the flattened seventh note if it just says the seventh. But if it says it's a major seventh, we use the seventh note of the scale. The only exception to the rule is the diminished seventh, which is 1, flat 3, 5, and then 6 or double flat 7. So that it has minor thirds all the way through, and there's even a minor third to go up to the top. If you haven't already, please make sure you improvate your way down to the subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up and comment on this video. If you have any other questions, you can post them below or contact us via our website at miAim.com.au. Thanks very much for watching miAim, the improvised line, an innovative method, and we'll catch you guys next week with more music information. See ya!